might be one of the most strange and unique snare drums you've ever seen. It was produced by Ludwig in the late 1970s and early 80s and was marketed as a student model snare drum. It was constructed entirely from plastic, even including the lugs. The hoops, however, were the standard triple-flanged metal hoops, as well as the P85 Ludwig snare strainer that these drums came with. Interestingly, I stumbled across this drum unintentionally because it came with a drum kit that I bought at a garage sale a few months ago. My curiosity got the best of me, and I felt compelled to thoroughly test this unconventional drum before deciding on whether to sell it or to keep it. I had my doubts about the drum's sound quality initially, but I wanted to explore its capabilities before reaching a final conclusion. To my surprise, I discovered that these drums are actually quite hard to find and are pretty rare. To get more information, I did some research online to see what these drums would go for on the used market, and I discovered that these drums go for anywhere from $200 to $300 and even up to $400 if you're lucky enough to find one. This is quite surprising considering the perceived limitations of this drum and its lack of versatility. Forum discussions revealed that many users cautioned against putting this drum under high tension due to the plastic lugs being known to crack. Before proceeding any further, I needed to clean the drum to prepare it for playing. The previous owner hadn't played this drum since probably the 80s or 90s, so it was covered in dust on the outside, and it actually had dust on the inside of the drum shell as well. I decided to go the extra mile and take the heads and the lugs off the drum to get any dirt and dust that had accumulated underneath the lugs. As I removed the plastic hardware, I realized how thin the plastic drum shell actually was. For cleaning, I opted to use a green product called Universal Stone, which is effective at cleaning various surfaces, and it can be easily purchased online. I would never use this product on a wooden drum, but since this drum was plastic, I decided to give it a try. The drum required new drum head since the bottom head seemed to be the original drum head that the drum came with, and the top batter head seemed to be about 20 to 30 years old. I opted for a clear Remo snare side resonant head, and on the top I went with a classic Remo coated ambassador. I was careful to not over-tighten the drum when tuning it up, and then I took it to the drum kit and took it through a few different tuning ranges to see what it could do. Despite advice against it, I did try tuning it up to hear what it could do. It sounded great. It had a lot of crack and a lot of body. I was surprised with it. If I were to play this drum on a regular basis, I don't think I would ever have it under tight tension. I definitely wouldn't play rim shots on it just because the plastic lugs probably wouldn't be able to handle it. I think if this drum was fitted with metal lugs, it would allow for more versatility and a wider tuning range. Nevertheless, I think for a plastic drum, it sounded pretty great. Well, it sounded cool. I don't know if I'll keep this drum due to the fact that I have other snare drums that could surpass it in terms of versatility and tuning range. It was really cool to come across this unique drum and to experience it and to explore its potential.